Hey, welcome back to Spiritual Modalities for Spiritual Life. Really excited. Katie Busick is sitting next to me. Thank you. And she's going to give us a taste and a touch so we can experience sound healing as a modality. So we've been talking, we're ready, we are so excited to bring this modality to you. So Katie, from the beginning, I know I kind of mentioned in the intro that you had your own experience at a pretty important time in your life, and you haven't stopped, right? So it started with this. Take us through that, and then how you got into this modality.
Yeah, I was going through a really tough time in life, and just really the first time that I got to be able to open up and find out about myself. So I started doing some yoga, and then someone introduced me to a sound healing class. Went into that not knowing what it was at all, and
just being open to the experience.
Yeah, just being open
like
to
we
the
are
experience.
for class, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then one of the sounds just really resonated with where I was blocked, and it opened that up, and I was just really, really amazed and wanted to just keep finding out more about it. So I kept going to sound healings. Then I started purchasing the instruments, and now I'm starting to, wanting to give this gift to other people.
I love that. So how do you take us through the different things that you can purchase for yourself, or bowls? I know you mentioned offline that it's an old modality. So go back and tell us the backdrop story of how this modality started.
Sure.
It's got to be ancient, right?
Yeah. Actually, with the Tibetan bowls, they go back to the metal bowls.
Okay.
And they started doing that for healing within the body and also spiritual healing. And now, in modern days, it's moved into the study of somatics, which is the study of our cellular level. And we now use the crystal bowls.
Okay.
And I can, if you put up a slide
I will.
that would show
Let's do
us
that.
all the different bowls, I'll go through
That'd
a little
be great.
bit of what they do. So they start with the lowest note being a C, which is connected to our lowest chakra, which is the root. And we're going to move through the scale, which is D, is the sacral. The E relates to the solar plexus, and the F relates to the heart. The G bowl relates to the throat. The A relates to the third eye. The B relates to the crown. And these crystal bowls will emit a note on the musical scale, which is associated with a specific chakra. When unbalanced, we can become sick, fatigued, worrisome,
Yes, okay.
unwholesome, negative. So that's where the bowls come into releasing and unblocking that chakra with the vibration that they emit out.
So how does someone know, if a chakra is balanced or not? I mean, you can kind of know how it feels if your heart and you're sore, or, your voice is scratchy and you're not speaking your truth. I know the basics to it, but how does someone like you determine, if you're working on somebody, what needs to be worked on?
One of the things I noted about that and within myself was I was having trouble knowing, where I was blocked and where I needed help and what the actual problem was. So I got involved with Reiki.
Oh,
and that
nice
is
connection there.
Yeah.
A little plug for Carolyn.
Carolyn, another amazing experience. Just, again, was at a time in my life exactly when I needed it. Pulled me through some stuff, opened me up, and just got me to go even deeper into the bowls, which I have now purchased 3 more.
Oh my gosh.
Which have been working on those chakras that were closed or blocked for me.
So I know you were talking earlier offline about how there's different sizes, and that you were talking about the diameters and stuff. Can you take us through with that?
So the larger the bowl, the slower the vibration and the wavelength is going to be. The smaller the bowl, the faster it will be. So if you want to have more of a short wavelength, you'll buy some smaller bowls. They go anywhere from 8 inches to, I don't know how big the biggest one is, but I go to this sound healing on the beach, and the guy has one. I think it's like 32 inches. It's amazing. It's incredible.
So is it louder the bigger the bowl?
It's lower.
Okay.
It's a lower octave.
I love that. So a deeper understanding of how someone can use sound healing, do you have a suggestion for us? Here we are, we're going to be experiencing it for the first time, and then we want to dive deeper in, and we want to understand more about sound with chakras and stuff. what would you recommend us for books or maybe even websites, or is there a place in Venice that we can go to?
Yeah, the Venice Holistic. There's a few times they do sound healing.
Okay.
Also, the Unity Church in Venice has some sound healings. I don't believe they have them off season, but in season they do. And then there's several places in Sarasota which we can list out later.
Let's do that.
Slide.
We'll put up some detail here and in the description, especially if it's something locally, and maybe some books, right? Or some YouTube videos and stuff.
Absolutely.
We'll come up with those and make sure they're attached to this video. That's really cool. So, wow, we're doing a lot of work here. Is there anything else that's technical that you want to make sure that we talk about? We can put up another slide if you need to.
That'd be great, the slide on the chakras.
Okay, let's do that. We should know the chakras team, right? Because we studied them for a full series. So let's put up the chakra slide, and we'll talk about that in relation to sound healing.
So the chakras relate to, of course, the 7 centers in our body that go back. These go back really ancient times.
Yes.
And if you go like to our major glands, the pineal, the pituitary, the thyroid, the thymus, the heart, the adrenal, the pancreas, the ovary, and the testes. So all of these glands are related to a chakra. And when you're playing that bowl, I mean, I can feel the vibration within myself.
Okay.
You can also play the bowls on people, like they can
I've
hold
seen
them.
that. I've actually had a massage healing once where the person was like, I need to do a little bit more work with sound, and went and got the bowl, and that whole experience was
Yeah,
amazing.
and that really just releases and opens and unblocks that chakra. Really, if you're part of when you're in the sound healing is meditation.
Okay.
So when you're open and you're having that, like we talked about before, silence within you, you can interact with the divine even more.
Actually, go back to that. I think that was between you and I want to make sure that gets on film. You were saying earlier that silence is actually a really important sound. Tell me a little bit more about that. Just, is it holding space for people? Is that what you mean by silence, or a situation?
Exactly. It's holding the space and the vibration of the energy that you're emitting into the energy field that you're surrounding yourself with.
Is sound healing considered energy work?
Yes.
Love that. That's really cool. Okay. So, success stories, because we can always connect with somebody's success. So I know it's changed your life. Do you have a story of success, maybe even for yourself?
It's just really been so opening for me. And again, that word unblocking just keeps coming up, because we tend to close ourselves down when we have things and traumas happen to us, events happen to us, and we relate those things to that part of our body. They actually sit in our cells. So the vibration from the bowls actually pulls and opens up that chakra, so it can release some of those cells in your body that you have maybe maintained or held or kept in you, that you may not even know you have done that.
I love that. Now, how often do you do this in your own spiritual practice?
I do it probably every 2 to 3 days.
Really?
Yeah.
So she's not inviting us. We want to get invited next time she goes to a sound healing, because I think we could all participate.
Yeah,
if you could make sure when we get back to our class and stuff to share that, that would be phenomenal, because we would like to connect with you since it's changed your life. Absolutely. So that's my next question. How has this enriched and changed your life? I think you might have said it, but say it again.
I just it's opening me up to new things in my life. I probably would have never went and taken a Reiki class, because you just unless you're really shown, how you believe things. Some people have to be shown them, i.e. our faith.
Yes.
Some people don't believe in faith because they can't see it.
Right.
So,
which is what faith is. So interesting.
Exactly.
A whole other video, right?
To be continued. Yeah. So it's really just taken me to so many different levels that I never thought I could reach or even find out, about myself. It's just loading me to hopefully more tools to have in my box when I get to that end all purpose.
You know where I'm going with this, right? take me out 5 years. You know, I love to talk about ideal. You are doing this, you're doing it more, take us through your ideal so that, you know, maybe we can help you get there. What's your intention with your sound healing modality?
In the end all, if I have it my way and I get to have my dreams come to fruition, I would love to own a bed and breakfast, and it be a healing kind of retreat center. One for people that have experienced trauma, maybe been addicted, and they're now trying to heal and come back to having a regular lifestyle, to have them be of service in the bed and breakfast, and then of course have everything from goddess yoga to cacao ceremonies to sound healings to meditations to yoga on the beach. We hope it's going to be on the beach somewhere. And
that sounds just beautiful.
Healthy eating. We're going to have health coaching there. Just all in all, mind, body, and spirit.
That is beautiful. So, you know, our next class is actually Ayurveda, which is mind, body, spirit, all this. It ties into it. So I love how our classes is building on top of each other. Awesome. So we've done a lot of technical stuff. We've showed some beautiful slides. Is there anything I'm missing that you're thinking you want them to know besides, you know, what we're going to share with them in class?
I think, you know, again, just the fact that you think that sound can't change your life or can change things around you. And just the level of peace and comfort I've found, anxiety, I barely even know what that is anymore.
It's beautiful.
So it's strange to me, you know.
Yes,
so
yes, me too.
It's just I don't think, you know, people get to feel this until they actually are in the situation with the vibrations and again, just the people around you and having all that energy in the same room just builds something else different inside you also.
We're going to experience this too, which is really cool. So we're getting ready to come to class, and you know, this is going to be a little bit different. There's not going to be a circle this time because we're going to preset this all up. The house is going to be destroyed. We're going to be on yoga mats. For those of you who can't be on the floor, we'll have cushions for you, and you can sit in a chair so that you're comfortable. What do you want our class to come ready to dive into with you? It doesn't have to be questions or anything this time. It can just be holding space for something, maybe an intention. What's your intention?
I think when I hold the meditations and the sound healings, I want, people to come in and just have that space. Just have that awareness of what you may need help with or what you may need healing on. Just feel that you're in a safe place, that, you know, you can let that go. You can open up that chakra, open up that trauma, and, you know, you're in a space with other people that can help you through this, and that just that vibration is going to hold you and comfort you through all this.
You know what? I think that is gorgeous. And what I'm thinking, it's coming to me as we're talking about this on video. I think this time we'll mix it up a little bit. We'll start with all this beautiful work. We'll save the discussion for the end of class. After the healing, after the sound, after that, and then we'll talk about the experience. Doesn't that sound beautiful?
I love that, because a lot of times too, you see things that come to you, you know, in a meditation. You're looking for colors, you're looking for animals, you're looking for sounds, you're looking for connections and things that may come up. So discussing that and having everybody else
at the end
help you, you know, converse with that, I think that'd be awesome.
That's what we're going to do. You've heard it here.
Note taking.
Okay. So I think that's it. I think we've given you lots of great information. So you know what that means?
Fire!
It's my favorite time. It's our time for my rapid fire questions, and you know what to do. What is your favorite movie?
Okay, please don't laugh. Sound of Music.
Oh my God.
The hills are alive with the sound of music.
I love that. That is funny. I love people's answers. And by the way, I'm watching every single movie that you guys say. I've been watching it. Okay. If you can change the world needs more what in order to be changed?
Less hunger.
Oh, beautiful. We all have pet peeves.
Yes.
It's okay to admit it. What is yours?
People not being kind.
You're the kindest person I know. Okay. Personal quality. We have things we should absolutely love about ourselves. What do you love about? I know what I love about you, but what do you love about you?
I love the depth of my heart.
Because of that bowl, by the way. Okay. And then the last question, what are you doing? I think I know what she's going to say. What are you doing when you're experiencing joy?
You know, it's funny. We came to that questioning class last week, and I really couldn't think of a time that day or even that week that I was not.
So,
I mean, like,
a constant state of joy.
it's just like you wake up, I'm joyful to be alive. I'm eating, I'm joyful to be eating. I'm going to work, I'm joyful I have a job.
Seriously, this is called consciousness, and this is what the world needs more of. That's our video today. We're really excited for you to come back in. Another class, another experience. I've made a new friend. It's a good day. I'm joyful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you in class.